Yo, what's up, people? Hey, real quick. So last week I talked about crazy faith. So I want to talk about crazy faith part two, and let's close this out. I talked about how Colorado talked about they wanted to hire a coach that could turn their program around. They didn't even have the money to do it, but they said they knew that they would have the money. They jumped out there on faith. Funny enough, when I posted that post, got quite a bit of reviews and comments. Most of them pretty positive, but I got a lot of negative reviews. People telling you don't do it, that don't listen to Walk by Faith, don't listen to jumping out there. And it reminded me of the story I heard one time. It was a story about these frogs. And these frogs were out and they gathered together and they said, let's have a race up the mountain. And so as the frogs got together, they started to race up the mountain. The other frogs took notice. And as the other frogs took notice, they said, hey, get down from there. Get down from there. You're getting too high. You're getting too high. And one by one, each frog started to fall down. One by one, fall back down the mountain. Except for one frog. He made it all the way to the top of the mountain. The other frogs were so enamored that when he came back down, they wanted to know, how did you make it to the top of the mountain? Everybody else fell down. Everybody else wasn't able to do it. How were you able to do it? You know what the secret was? The frog was deaf. He didn't hear all the other people telling him that he couldn't do it. He didn't hear everybody telling him what he couldn't do. He only heard the voice inside of him telling him to go forth. I want to encourage you, as you have crazy faith, there are going to be a lot of people who tell you you shouldn't do it. They're going to discourage you, telling you your limits and your liabilities and all the things that you can't do. The only voice that matters is the voice that God put inside of you to continue to push forth. So reach the top of the mountain, have crazy faith, and to be able to jump out there and do things that you've never thought you'd do before.